Tony Robichaux sitting across from me. Got just a few minutes left, and there is going to be, for folks who go to Teague Moore Field this year, there's going to be something a little bit different in that there's a schedule to have a new lighting system installed, and in talking with some of the folks in the administration, they said, it may look a little bit weird to the fans because these lights are going to be in a different spot because we're having to plan for the construction of the I'm going to say the new ballpark, the refurbishing. And so we're having to move the lights back a little bit because the thing's going to be so much bigger. So fans may walk in and they may say, what the hell are lights doing over here? But there's a method to the madness.
There he is. And it's going to be what's going to be unique, too, that'll look funny is at first we're going to leave up the other set of lights, too, because the footprint where they're going, they don't have to go in the same footprint of the ones that are already there. And we're just going to make sure that, weather, everything, that the system is up and running and everything's really good. And then you'll see the demolition or the removal of all the other poles probably somewhere in March. But we just really want to make sure that we hit February and we don't have to take a 3-game series here and have to go somewhere else because of the lighting situation. So we appreciate that as coaches and putting that up. And it's been a long time coming, but a lot of the work that we've done up to this point is we had to figure out the footprint of the stadium. And once you figure out that, then you know where to put the lights and how high to put the lights because they've got to be able to get up over the back of the stadium and over the canopy. So until you figure out how high the stadium's going to be and how long the canopy is going to come out, that tells you how high the lights got to go up. So the lights were contingent upon getting the footprint of the stadium down. And, Abel and Crozier have done a great job. The DLR group and the Lemoyne Company have done a great job, Will and those guys. So it's been a unique thing to be at so many meetings about, urinals and how many urinals and everything else. So it's been good.
All right, you just heard Tony say conversations about urinals are good. I mean, I don't even know where to go with that. Now, obviously, you've been in a ton of meetings
yes,
concerning this, and I think everybody's glad that you're as involved in it as you are because you're a baseball guy. You know what you want. You know what's good for your fans. You know what, and I think everybody's kind of worked together on that, and that is terrific. But are you tired of running into fans and say, well, Coach, the new ballpark, is it going to have this or is it going to have that? Or is it going to – you get tired of answering those questions? Well, would you like to just look and say, okay, guys, start building it. I'm tired of answering these questions.
Well, the one thing I love about it is that it's excitement, and that's so much better than somebody walking around not asking any questions about your program. So it means we're relevant and, it's good for the fans. And that's what we wanted. We wanted to try to fix something that's good for the fans because they have been so good. And we also, want to fix this not for just tomorrow. I mean, the way we're designing this is to try to have this good for a long time and to be able to keep carrying it on, hopefully, when you hand this over to the next coach. And, we want to plan for the future. So we have one elevator shaft that, doesn't have an elevator in it, but the shaft's already put in so that if we feel that, hey, you know what, the traffic's moving like we think it is, or if it's overloading one side of the stadium, then that's all we got to do is go back and put an elevator, but the shaft's there. So a lot of the things we did, the meetings, the countless hours of study and stuff and moving a room so it faces this way instead of that way, and where can we cook and what's the easiest way for a fan to get to the restroom or the food or whatever the case may be. So we every meeting we had, it all kept coming back to the same thing. What's in the best interest of the fan? I mean, what would a fan want? And yes, we probably can't do everything because everybody's on a budget,
sure.
But we're trying to do everything we can. We're trying to be good stewards of not only the Russo family, but everybody else that has donated to the Capitol campaign, and then Dr. Savoy's contributions and his help that he's given us. We want to be good stewards of that and try to do something that hopefully will be really good for the fans. Also start to hopefully self-generate revenue. I mean, we can't keep relying on the oil industry. You look at the oil industry the way it is today right now, and this gives us an opportunity to self-generate more funds to keep, refurbishing and keep up the stadium for down the road.
Tony Robichaux has been our guest here on Bird's Eye View today. February not that far off, and Ragin Cajun baseball. Going to be some great crowds at the Teague, as always. Appreciate you coming by. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and we'll talk again soon.
Merry Christmas to you, too.